What's happening, my Jacked family? Coach Scott here, jackedafter40.com and shreddedafter40.com. In today's video, we're going to talk about doing some damage control after an episode of overeating, whether it was during the holidays, being on vacation, or maybe you've just been under a lot of stress lately and you've been overeating as a result. That's exactly what happened with me. If you've been following my videos for the past little while, you know that last month I was under some emotional stress and I gained some weight during that process. So I'm going to get raw and real and discuss what happened there, how much weight I gained, and the steps I've been taking to stay lean after 40. But more important than staying lean is getting to a point where I feel my best, staying where I feel my best. That's what this Jacked After 40 lifestyle is all about, living your life to the fullest, looking your best, and feeling your best in the process. I hope you benefit from hearing about my experiences and the steps that I'm taking to stay lean after 40. If you do, please do me a favor and smash that thumbs up button. I'd really appreciate it. Last month here in Ontario, Canada, we were issued another stay-at-home order, and it really caught me off guard at how much of a deep emotional impact this one had on me here, especially considering that this entire past year, throughout this entire pandemic, I have really thrived. I have learned and grown through the entire experience, really viewed it as an opportunity, really took advantage of embracing the silence, grounding myself in the moment, appreciating the simple things in life, and appreciating my own personal company, especially living here at home. I took advantage of the opportunity to focus on things that needed more attention, such as my business, growing my business, my own personal health. I was under some stress leading up to that pandemic, so it really gave me an opportunity to manage my stress, to get into a better sleep-wake pattern. I have just grown in countless ways, so which is really why it caught me off guard this time around. Why this particular stay-at-home order hit me on a deep emotional level. I think a lot of it really had to do with I was kind of thinking that there was light at the end of the tunnel. Like restrictions were starting to be lifted. A lot of the bars, restaurants, cafes were announcing that their patios were going to be opening the following week. And I am on the dating scene right now. So during a shutdown, during a stay-at-home order, there's not much opportunity to be dating. So I was really looking forward to the opportunity to, just when things are open, patios are open, there's just more opportunity to get to know a potential life partner there. So it really I was getting my hopes up. I was things were on the rise, and it just was like, got pulled out from underneath me. So I think that's a big reason why it hit me on such an emotional level. I know it hit people on an emotional level right from the very start, and it impacted people emotionally for many different reasons. I'm fortunate that this pandemic hasn't caused a financial strain on me. I'm fortunate that I have my health throughout all of this, and my family has had their health. So I really, when I look at the big picture, it's probably why I've handled this this past year so well, is that there haven't been a lot of challenges presented to me, and this is a very minor challenge compared to what a lot of others have been facing. But in spite of all that, it hit me on an emotional level. And what ended up happening is I just started freaking pigging out. I started eating everything in sight, and that's very unlike me to be an emotional eater. And some may argue that, well, maybe you should find some other different coping mechanisms to handle that kind of stress, to handle that emotional stress. And I say, fuck that. Like that, I needed that 2 weeks. It was 2 weeks of just letting loose. There was a lot of peanut butter M&Ms being eaten. There was a lot of Ben & Jerry's ice cream. There was a lot of chips. There was a lot of cheesecake. There was some fast food in there. I just completely went off plan. There was no structure to my eating, and I'm a very structured person. Like, those first 3 meals of the day that I eat each and every day, like, I love those meals. I look forward to those meals, and I got away from all of that. I got away from my typical dinners that I consume. So, even that, it just kind of threw me off, but it's exactly what I needed. I needed to just completely let loose. I needed to just bury my emotions in Ben & Jerry's. And it was great. Like, every bite that I had, I freaking savored. I enjoyed. I went through that experience completely guilt-free. And that's really the way it should be when you have an episode like that, or even for relating this to vacations, go away on vacation. Like, this Jacked After 40 lifestyle, like getting lean, staying lean, it doesn't mean you should be depriving yourself of these joys in life. It doesn't mean that you should be perfect all the frickin' time. Let loose and do so guilt-free, because we're living we're trying to live this life to the fullest, and you can stay lean, get lean, stay lean while enjoying all these foods. Having episodes like I just had where it's 2 weeks of pigging out, going away on vacation for a week or 2 weeks, letting loose on your diet, and it's very easy to rebound and come back. I'm gonna get to that right now. So after that 2-week episode of overeating, I had gained 5 pounds, which is a drop in the freaking bucket. It is no big deal at all, and actually, considering how much I overate during that 2-week period, I'm pretty damn happy that it was only 5 pounds, and really happy. I mean, I still look freaking incredible. I still look fantastic, but I do want to get back to where I feel my best. So it's important for me to do a little mini cut, a little damage control here, but I didn't want to rush into that little mini cut there, mainly because not only was I overeating to deal with that emotional stress there, my sleep schedule was way out of whack. I was staying up late, binge watching Netflix, still getting up early in the morning. At the end of the 2 weeks, my eyeballs were like on fire. They were burning, they were throbbing, they were sinking into my head. I felt terrible. So priority number 1 was getting my sleep structure under control, the same sleep-wake pattern, and getting back to my nutritional structure, just consuming maintenance level calories, but getting the structure back in my life. And it took a good at least solid week to get my sleep back under control, like to start feeling good again. I established my sleep-wake pattern, kept that consistent for a week, and I was still feeling kind of under recovered after that. So it took me more than a week to kind of catch up. Now, you can never make up for a lack of sleep, but to just feel like myself again, it took more than a week. So it's been 2 weeks since that whole incident, since shut down, gained that 5 pounds during the 2 weeks, and now it's been 2 weeks of consistent sleep-wake schedule, getting at least 7 hours of quality sleep each and every night. A lot of nights I was getting 8.5. There's some nights I even got like 9 hours of sleep. So feeling like myself again, and feeling like myself again with the structure with my nutrition. So I'm back to the same consistent 3 meals that I eat each and every day that I love, that I look forward to. So it's really important for me to establish that at maintenance level calories. I didn't want to put any more stress on myself and my body. I didn't want to turn this mini cut into any kind of added stress on my body. I wanted to make sure I get the foundation in place here before I embark on this mini cut. So now, after 2 weeks of establishing that structure, it's time to get back to a little mini cut here. Before we dive into the details of this mini cut, it's important to kind of establish a little bit of background here. So I did a 4-week mini cut back in January, and prior to that, I had been 11 months in a gentle surplus. So not a lot of dieting time in this past year and a half there. After the mini cut in January, it's been 3.5 months basically where I've been in a gentle surplus here. So, I mean, the whole goal of this get lean, stay lean lifestyle is really to spend as little time dieting throughout the year as possible. Try to keep yourself around maintenance, just slightly above maintenance, just a gentle surplus for most of the year. Then just do a little mini cut or maybe 2 little mini cuts throughout the year. So this is kind of in line with what I was thinking. I was kind of looking at doing 2 smaller little mini cuts this year rather than 1 4-week mini cut. So here, doing a little damage control, it may only be 1 week that I need to diet here. We'll see, maybe up to 2 weeks at the very most here. But either way, it's gonna be done and over with really darn quick. Looking at it right back to what worked for me during that January mini cut, getting down to 2,000, 2,100 calories. My consistent meal structure, those same 3 meals each and every day, good dinner there. Same little portion size. Basically, each meal is about, the 4 meals that I have throughout the day are roughly about 500 calories. So that works really well for me. Just learning all my lessons from the previous mini cuts, keeping my activity level the same. I mean, I walk Chief twice a day. I work out 5 times per week. So lifestyle stays exactly the same. It's just reducing my calories from about 2,700 to 2,800, which I've been consuming, down to 2,000, 2,100 calories. And really, it wouldn't surprise me if it only takes a week for me to get back to where I feel my best. That's really what this is all about, is just getting to that point where I feel my absolute best. It's not necessarily trying to hit a scale number per se. I just want to get back to feeling myself, really enjoying the summer to my fullest. Not summertime yet, but leading up to it. Yeah, just get that done and over with and get back to my gentle calorie surplus and just, yeah, living my life to the full. So bare bones, basic, simple, structure, sleep-wake pattern, keeping everything the same that I've been doing with my regular lifestyle, just a little damage control to shed some of that fat that I gained during that 2-week little episode, so I can just get back to just feeling my best, performing my best, living my best life possible. I hope you found value from my shared experience in keeping things raw and real, sharing how I keep things pretty freaking simple and why it was important for me to get structure back in my life before embarking on this little mini cut here, and realizing that, all right, you go on vacation, you gain some weight, or during the holidays there, you don't need to look for any weird tricks or secrets, no skinny teas or anything like that to shed any of that excess weight that you gained during that short little overeating experience. Just get back to the basics. And really for me, it was just getting back to that structure, maintenance level calories, just establishing that first, and then getting into that little mini cut. So I would love to hear your feedback, your thoughts and insights on today's video. Drop a comment down below and share any of your experiences. What do you do after a vacation, after a holiday, after some stress eating like this to help yourself get lean, stay lean after 40? Drop a comment down below, and if you enjoyed today's video, please do me a favor and smash that thumbs up button. If you know a fellow bro who would benefit from watching today's video, do me a favor and share it with them. And before you go, don't forget to download your free guide, Jacked After 40. Have yourself an amazing day. Catch you in the next video.